My name is Anushiya Sundaralingam. People call me Anu as well. So I'm an artist. I work with all age groups, with education, schools, museums, galleries, art centers, hospitals, everywhere. And I do my own work as well and exhibit as well. So that's my background. And I'm originally from Sri Lanka. I left Sri Lanka about 30 years ago. And I'm living in Northern Ireland now for 25 years. So graduated here, went to art college, and working. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to show you some images of kolam. Kolam is, what is a kolam? Kolam is an Indian traditional patterns. That is a drawing, form of drawing, and it's geometrical design made up of with dots and created onto the floor. So if you're working with children, it's nice to work with looking at patterns, because I'm sure you know everybody looks at different type of patterns, and every culture we have different type of patterns and designs and stuff. So this is, the kolam is made out of rice flour, colored flowers, and chalks, different kind of materials, and grounded and coconut, desiccated coconut or coconut, scraped coconuts, and different things. So traditionally they used to do the kolam for insects. It's welcoming to people, and to feed insects as well, if they use the ground rice or the flowers or coconut. So you are feeding the insects, and then just celebration. So in Sri Lanka, we would use it for Pongal. I don't know whether you have heard. It's a celebration. It's for paddy field. It's for the sun as well, god of sun, to say thank you to the food that we get and everything. So we would do it outside. It's in January. It happens in January, outside in the floor, front of the house. We would do big columns, and then we have a big celebration. But in India, is most in village areas, most of the houses would have it every day, every single morning. They will do something simpler, something big. It depends on the festivals and different things, okay? So here, there's a kolam pattern. If you see, it's all geometrical patterns. So it's simple. What I'm going to do is just fold the papers and cut shapes and collage them together. And it's very colorful patterns as well. And nowadays they use like synthetic powders, different type of pigments and stuff to create really interesting patterns. So here you can see female. You put it, most of the time it's female. Male won't do it. So female will do the kolam. So they prepare the ground and have different pigments, and they have the outline of, they start with the dots and then connect the dots, and then from dots, then they fill the color, the pigment. As you can see, it's very pretty and beautiful. So this is filled as well. So it's some examples. And this, I put this slide because if you see, this is what we are going to do. We are going to look at just cutting. So even if you're working with children, they can create raw. And nowadays they have this simple design, books to color in. So it's something like that. But you don't have to photocopy and use it. You can actually freehand draw geometrical patterns. You can link with mathematics or science or different things as well and do it. So this is me doing it in Belfast. So we did a workshop and we used the pigment, and everybody, all the participants just came in, public came and participated, and we created, it was in the old jail building, so we covered the floor with different column patterns. And this one is, I did few projects at the Ulster Museum with Colleen, and it's for the public, so whoever came to the Ulster Museum participated. So it was quick workshop. We had different, if you look at it, it's each, the square is, everybody did each square, and then we put together, and it was, if you know the Ulster Museum, you know the foyer at the front, so it's quite large. You will see the size here, so this is the detail, one of the. So you can see compared to the people how big it was. So we created smaller sections, and then we created border, and then we put together to create a larger column. So smaller columns made into a large one column. So it's like individual works came together into a group works. That's what we are going to do it here as well, okay? So I'm going to skip through quickly because we have to do the workshop as well. So this is a bit more detail, you can see. So it's just colored. It's a card, colored paper, sugar paper, glue, the scissors, that's it. So you can see the small. So even if one person cuts, you can actually share the patterns to the other person as well. So you can see it with me. So this is the second. So then that was very successful the first year, so we did for the second year as well. So we thought we'll do a different design, different pattern. So this is completely different. So with what we had, we created this piece because we weren't making, so it's all the public, whoever came, they participated. So we created a different pattern, and Mary was there as well, Mary. So this is a different, again, it's went bigger than, larger than the first time. And that's another pattern. So that's me. So if everybody, I know it's quite a lot of us are here, quite a lot of us are here. If you would like to come and go in this around this table, really large, big circle, so you can see what I'm doing, and I'll do a demonstration.